session or professional fraternity night. We are so excited that you're here. We're going to give it like 10 more seconds so folks can come in and then we'll get started. Well, once again, my name is Paige Thomas, she, her, hers. I am the Assistant Director of Student Life, and I help to advise the Professional Fraternity Council. We are so excited that you're here, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our Professional Fraternity Night. So once again, I'm Paige. I'm so glad to be here. And we are so excited for this new format that we are trying out tonight. We're so excited. We have a record number of folks who were registered and who are joining us this evening. And so we're really looking forward to continuing this format in the future as we have outgrown our 2075 Hodge Hall room. And so we're so excited. Again, this is a webinar style. Feel free to ask questions if you need to. There's also the opportunity later on tonight for the networking for you to ask questions in person. But once again, we're so excited to be trying this new format out with you because we have outgrown our room. And so we can look forward to this format in the future. Just a couple things that I wanted to run by you all tonight. You might be hearing some fraternal vocabulary. And so as somebody, I am Greek affiliated. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and I actually joined at the Gamma Nu chapter at Indiana University. So I am an alum myself, but you might hear some new words, some new vocabulary that you may not have heard before. And some of that is very fraternal. And so one of those words you might continue to hear is the word brother. And we just wanted to put a little disclaimer out there that although brother is not the most inclusive word, this is a word that is incorporated into the fraternal world. As organizations were founded as long ago as 1904, some of that vocabulary has still catching up. And so although we are encouraging our organizations to be more inclusive, and you'll see that they will use inclusive language on their own, some of their nationals are still working to catch up. And so we just wanted to put that disclaimer out there that we are welcoming any and everybody to professional fraternities. And so don't let the word brother discourage you. Also, we just wanted to encourage you, if you haven't, I hope you all went and got some cookies earlier today and are engaging in some of the Open for Business events this week. But again, I just wanted to reiterate that there are a number of different paths that you can take in Kelly. Greek life and joining professional fraternities is one way. And so we just want to encourage you too that, maybe after this information session, you decide maybe professional fraternities isn't the path that you want to take, or maybe you still want to join, but maybe not this semester, or maybe you decide to go through the process and an invitation to an organization is not extended. We did just want to reiterate that there are so many different ways to get involved at Kelly. And we hope that you'll continue to use a number of different strategies, like making sure you're staying up to date with the Kelly calendar, which includes a whole bunch of events and call outs for a number of organizations. We hope that you'll be using the Be Involved website to get involved with student organizations. And so again, just wanted to reiterate that professional fraternities is one way and one sort of opportunity to get involved in Kelly, but there's so many different ways. And so we're so excited to share with you about professional fraternities tonight and have the number of different speakers. But again, we just hope that you will be open to all of the organizations, that you will be open to learning more, and really take us up on our invitation to network in person later on after this webinar. On the screen, you will see a Go Kelly link. That Go Kelly link is to our office. It is the Office of Student Life. So I'm the assistant director. We also have the other assistant director, Chloe Storm, on here, as well as our director, Trent McGee. We do a lot in the Student Life office. And so if you're interested in connecting with us, maybe you want to talk to us more about how you can get involved at Kelly, maybe different student organizations, or figuring out how to take your leadership skills to the next level. We did just want to share this Go Kelly link. Feel free. It takes you to our scheduling app and a way for you to schedule Calendly appointments with us. So we're so excited. And so from this point forward, I'm going to hand it off to Megan, and she's going to take it from here.
Thanks so much, Paige, for the intro and for the overview. Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Reddy. I'm a senior in Kelly. I'm also Greek affiliated. I've been part of a professional fraternity for 7 semesters now. So I joined as a first semester freshman, which is crazy to think about now. But I currently serve as the chair of the Professional Fraternity Council, which basically oversees all 8 of our incredible fraternities that Kelly has to offer. So there are 375 and very quickly still counting of you guys. So we are so excited, like Paige said, for all of you guys to be joining us tonight and to be learning about all of the fraternities that we have to offer. So as a quick overview of what tonight's going to kind of look like, we're going to go over some of the overarching questions that I'm sure many of you guys kind of share. So what is a business fraternity? How is it different from traditional Greek social organizations? What are the benefits of being in a professional fraternity specifically? As well as how our recruitment cycle is going to work this fall and which of the specific business fraternities are here. So we'll start with an overview of just general professional organizations. And then from there, I will hand it off to each of our presidents or their representatives to kind of talk about their individual fraternities. And as you guys have questions, feel free to type them in the chat. We'll answer some of them live if we think that they're relevant to everyone, or we will try to type those answers in as quickly as we can. But first, to start, what are fraternities? So professional fraternities are value-based organizations that focus very specifically on your professional development. They kind of lead with that, which is a little different from what social Greek life kind of does. And they have very specific membership and intake onboarding type rituals. A lot of them happen to be nationally affiliated and have specific chapters at each university. But they really are like large organizations that put their professional development first, and then also focus obviously on a social cultural side of things as well, and really building a community for each of you guys in Kelly. So that's the major difference between social versus professional. As far as how they're different, like I mentioned, they kind of lead with being professional development based and focused. They all are also co-ed. Some of them do focus on specific affinity groups. By no means is that limiting as far as their membership goes. It's just, again, to build more of a community within each of their organizations. So all 8 of our professional fraternities have direct ties to Kelly. They are Kelly registered organizations. You would join them in the same way you would join pretty much any organization that you guys will see later this week at Kelly Carnival. And they all also sit under the Kelly Student Government umbrella, which is where Professional Fraternity Council kind of sits underneath and where they kind of operate and function. A lot of them, you'll notice they'll either talk about this in their individual rooms or highlight it on their slides. I think we have a slide later that has some logos for you guys to look at too, but they have so many corporate partners that focus on all different types of majors and areas around the globe. They really, really are well connected and a great resource for you guys. And they do typically have a general focus on business students, but a lot of them are open to accepting media school students, informatics students. If you are a non-Kelly major, ask around. Odds are they probably will accept you, or there is at least a fraternity that is still going to be a great fit for you and can help you with your professional development. As far as the unique benefits of membership, there are a lot. I can personally attest to that. I don't know that I would be in the exact same spot or involved in the same organizations that I personally am if it hadn't been for my organization and the mentors I was fortunate enough to come by within each of these. As far as professional development, you guys can look forward to the normal like resume reviews. I've seen a lot of fraternities do mock career fairs. They'll do mock interviews. One of the biggest skills and one of the biggest things that I took away from a professional fraternity was actually the ability to network with people. The power of being able to have conversations and make small talk, which feels awkward. I'm sure you guys are already aware of this, is so hard, but professional fraternities are really, really good at helping you develop those skills early on and helping you really recruit for whatever career it really is that you're interested in. Mentoring as well. A lot of these fraternities have diverse members that focus on so many different areas. So if they can't answer a particular question for you, you'll notice in the rooms, if you were to ask them like, hey, do you have a brother that does X, Y, or Z? They would know in an instant who to connect you with within their organization. And that was something that really stood out to me as a freshman when I was recruiting for different business fraternities, was that community that they really build and the ability that they have to really connect you to any kind of a mentor in whatever field it is, or even multiple fields if you have no idea what it is you want to do. As far as networking, they obviously have years and years, like Paige said, some of these fraternities are extremely old. Even the newer ones are still, like I said, so well connected and already have alumni that are interning at various different places, have interned in the past at various different places, or have like alumni currently at in like full-time positions again across the globe. So the alumni are obviously a very, very powerful resource that comes with being part of an organization like this. They also have national leaderships and conferences. You can see PSC. That's actually one of their conferences, I'm pretty sure, is where we pulled that picture from. And they meet people from various different universities that have this shared organization between them. And like I mentioned earlier, corporate partnerships as well. You can see a couple of name brand logos that I'm sure you guys recognize just off the bat. And as far as how you guys get involved, which is our huge focus for tonight, recruitment, unlike social Greek life, for most of these organizations, it happens twice a year. So you can recruit in the fall or the spring. There is no difference in which cycle you recruit with. In fact, a lot of people will also go through multiple recruitment cycles, and that's extremely common. And you can even ask any of the brothers or active members in each of the rooms about this. And I'm sure they will have a story or a person to point to in the exact room that has rushed multiple times or rushed multiple business fraternities. So I encourage you guys to ask those types of questions and look into a lot of multiple of the different fraternities. There are 8 phenomenal ones, and they all are so excited to meet you guys. So tonight you'll get to hear from each of them, but they will also have their own recruitment events and separate call out meetings for each of their organizations specifically. All of that information will be accessible to you guys right as this event ends out. But make sure that you go to a wide array of call out meetings. I think a lot of times it's very easy to silo yourself really early into 1 or 2. But at the end of the day, all 8 of these fraternities can give you phenomenal professional development, and they have some of the most talented people that I have met. But it is important to find the one that's the best fit for you and the people that you kind of resonate with the most. So I encourage you to really do your due diligence and like reaching out to all of them and learning more about them before you kind of choose to make a decision on who you really recruit with. Part of recruitment, a lot of them have applications that are written. I'm sure if you guys are first year early students, you're very familiar with those. And then they also will have interviews. They do a phenomenal job even during recruitment of walking you through exactly what to expect out of their recruitment cycles. They try to do, a lot of them do a mix of professional as well as personal events so that you can find kind of that balance because that is a goal for a lot of them. And then if and when you guys were to choose to go through with the entire recruitment cycle, if you receive a bid, they all have their own individual new member education programs. Some of them you'll hear them refer to these as pledgeship processes or even an intake process. They're all synonymous terms. And when they go through these, they will kind of walk you through what that process kind of looks like if that's something that you're curious about. As far as what are the Kelly professional fraternities and how do they work. I'm really excited for you guys to learn about all of them. So we try to consolidate since this is a lot of information and I did go through it pretty quickly. If you guys would take a second and scan the QR code, save that link somewhere because I will put everything from tonight in that drive as well. But that QR code gives you a master calendar of all of the recruiting events. You don't have to go to all 8 fraternity, like all of their events. I know I just told you to like learn about all of them, but don't feel pressured to have to go to all of them because it is quite a strenuous schedule if you were to try to do that. But you have access to every single one of their events. Notice that there are 2 tabs. I know that that was something that people missed. There are 2 tabs for August and September. So make sure that you look at both of them. They're color coded by fraternity name. And that'll continue to be updated if those dates or locations change. And then you'll also in that Google Drive have access to this PowerPoint, and then you'll also have access to individual slides from each of the different fraternities. And then there's also, we've included some tips and advice for navigating recruitment. The tips and advice sheet is from seniors and alumni last year, and it was geared a little bit more towards a virtual recruitment. I know that some fraternities are doing a hybrid, so I thought that it was still really relevant, and a lot of the skills are applicable whether you're going to an in-person recruitment event or virtual. So I wanted that to be accessible for you guys. And then in that, you also have some, you can also find our commitment from last year to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So a little bit more about our commitment to DEI. You'll notice this from the presidents of last year, but again, still extremely pertinent and very important to each and every one of us. So the Kelly professional fraternities, like Paige mentioned at the start, they are very diverse organizations. The term brother is not necessarily inclusive of all of that, but you guys will notice very quickly that there are so many different types of people in every single fraternity. So there is a place for each and every one of you should you want it. So we want you guys to really know that that is something that is very important to us, and you can find our fully listed out written statement committing to that. And it's something that we continue to work on and continues to be at the forefront of our, continues to be top of mind. So with that, I would like, well, here's a list of all of the different professional fraternities that will be speaking to you tonight. So with that, I'd like to kick it off to Ethan Furnish at AK Psi.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being on tonight. It's wonderful to see you all. My name, as Megan said, is Ethan Furnish, and I am a senior here at the Kelley School of Business from the Louisville, Kentucky area. I'm majoring in finance and minoring in sport management, and I am the president of Alpha Kappa Psi. So for me, there were a few reasons why I was interested in joining a professional business fraternity. First, I wanted to expand my network within Kelley, meet people who I thought would make great mentors and help me learn more about different career opportunities. But then second, I wanted to meet people that would help IU feel like home. I know as a freshman, I felt a little bit lost, trying to adjust to the transition. And so for me, my business fraternity has been one way that has really helped me to adjust to the transition to college. And so as you can see here, this is some of the dates of our rush schedule. So our rush info night where you can meet our chapter is on Wednesday, August 25th. So this Wednesday at 7:15 there in Hodge Hall. And then we have other events coming up as well. So if you check out our website, iuakpsi.com, or Instagram at akpsi_iu, you can find the most up-to-date information there. Additionally, if you scan the QR code in the bottom right of this slide, you can get updates through our Remind system. But for me, IU was, a big transition coming from a small town and coming from high school. And Alpha Kappa Psi for me has single-handedly transformed IU into, somewhere where I just go to school to somewhere that I can genuinely call home. So I encourage all of you to come out tonight if you're able to. Come say hi and meet all the different fraternities and see what opportunities are available for you, because I know my college experience would not be nearly the same without my business fraternity. So thank you all. I look forward to meeting you tonight, and I'll now turn it over to the president of DSP, Sarah.
Thanks, Ethan. Hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. We are all so excited to meet all of you. My name is Sarah Matthew, and I'm a senior from Dallas, Texas, studying finance and international business. And I'm currently serving as the president of the professional fraternity Delta Sigma Pi. So coming to IU from Dallas, I did not know a single person on campus. So if that's one of you, joining a professional fraternity, I so quickly met so many people, and I gained a very large support system. And of course, a positively overwhelming amount of professional guidance. Coming into college, I recruited multiple professional fraternities actually, and I very quickly found my fit within Delta Sigma Pi. I think that that was probably largely due to how much I aligned with DSP's 4 pillars: brotherhood, community service, diversity, and professionalism. Our brotherhood has proven to be there for me through my most exciting accomplishments, but also has never failed me when I was at my saddest lows. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to shape my college experience. Second pillar is community service. In the past, I actually served as vice president of community service, and I was able to see firsthand the importance the impact that our service efforts have around the Bloomington community. Our IUDM team is definitely a big part of our fall semester, and we have so much fun supporting our dancers as they raise money for Riley Children's Hospital. And we have, in the spring, additionally, we have our American Cancer Society Gala, which is where we raise money for those affected by cancer. That is definitely something that's very near and dear to our hearts, because we do know that a lot of people are affected by cancer in different ways. Alongside these, we do have events that are kind of directly integrated with the Bloomington community. And so if you catch us after, highly recommend you asking about those. Third, our most important pillar is diversity. Our pillar of diversity encourages us to acknowledge all of our differences and truly celebrate them. We care not only about who our brothers are, but where they come from, what they think, and how they feel about the world. And last, but definitely not least, our fourth pillar is professionalism. Our upperclassmen and mentors in DSP have guided me more than I could ever know that I even needed. If it weren't for my mentors in DSP, I never would have been able to realize that my career path that I've found now is what is truly the best fit for me. And I'm forever grateful for them. Upperclassmen as a whole have shown us by example how to explore the numerous opportunities at IU. And through this, our brothers are now involved all across campus in organizations that they're truly passionate about. I couldn't thank DSP enough for everything it's given me over the last 3 years, and I can't wait to finish out my last year at IU with the best people. And then next, we can show you right here Delta Sigma Pi's recruitment schedule. So pull out your phones if you have them, take a picture if you're interested. And I also encourage you to follow our Instagram at DSP_Alpha Pi for updates on our recruitment schedule and all things DSP. Tonight, our room for open networking will also be posted on our Instagram story. And our first official recruitment event is this Thursday and Friday, whichever one you can attend, at 8:15. And we would love to see all of you there to come find your greatness. As I conclude, my advice for all of you is get as involved as you can on campus. Explore business fraternities, go to every call out meeting that you can, meet as many people as possible, and keep the people around that make you excited to call IU home. Tonight, I encourage you all to talk to as many different chapters and find your fit. And if that may be Delta Sigma Pi, I can't wait to meet you. And if that's a different organization, I'm so excited for you to find your people and fall in love with IU just like I did. Now I'll hand it off to Caitlin to talk to y'all about ENT.
Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin, and I'm so excited to talk about Epsilon Nu Tau, the first and only entrepreneurship fraternity at Indiana University. As both a founder and current president of the fraternity, I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand how the organization has grown into what it is today. To talk more about ENT, I'll turn to our core principles, of which entrepreneurship is number one. Being an entrepreneur is so much more than just the contestants you see on Shark Tank. It's about being disruptive in your everyday life, challenging life's norms, and taking risks to make the world a better place. It is not only a skill that employers covet, but also something that brings our members together. Every semester, our new members engage in an internal case competition focused on entrepreneurship. They're provided resources on how to pitch an idea or product in a collaborative and competitive setting. We strive to bring our outside perspectives to these events through guest speakers to further develop our members' skill set. While several of our actives have already started their own small businesses, we realize being an entrepreneur just isn't for everyone right away. Many of our members are future accountants, marketers, and even lawyers who all strive to apply these innovative principles in their everyday lives. Next are professionalism, business ethics, and sales. We realize entrepreneurship can only take you so far if you don't have other business principles mastered. Our pledge process will develop you to be the best business student you can be by working ethically, demonstrating professionalism, and being an effective salesperson. These skills are crucial for all types of business and are something we continue to work on even with our active members. No matter your skill level, every person can take advantage of a resume or interview workshop in preparation for an internship or job opportunities. Above all, we would be nowhere without our brotherhood. At ENT, we are not just a group of professionals, but also a group of friends who support each other. Here, you would have a fantastic opportunity to get close with every single one of our actives. Our members help each other in classes, startups, networking, you name it. If you hang out around Hodge Hall for long enough, you'll be sure to find multiple ENT actives. It's just one more thing that helps make a big campus like IU feel smaller. What makes us so unique is that while we have over 30 dedicated members, we are relatively new and still growing on IU's campus. You would have ample opportunity to hold leadership positions and help shape the direction of the fraternity, no matter if you're an upperclassman or even a freshman who just arrived on campus. We want your input. You'll see information here about our recruitment process. Our theme for this round is Reach New Heights. As we finally head back to in-person life, our entire focus is helping our members have their best year yet. Our chairs have spent this summer diligently planning different social, professional, and philanthropy events for E&T, and we cannot wait to share with you what we have planned. You can find more about what's in store for E&T this year at our two awesome open recruitment opportunities coming up. The first is Meet the Chapter, where you'll get to have conversations with active members and learn what makes our fraternity so special. Following Meet the Chapter is Getting Loose with Actives, which is a much more casual setting with games and outdoor activities in Dunn Meadow. Both events are a great way to meet the current actives at Upsilon Nu Tau. We hope to see you there. Sign up for our Remind and follow our Instagram to stay up to date. We hope to see you tonight at Hodge. Next up is KEP.
Hello, y'all. Hey, I'm Patrick. Hello, everyone. I'm Patrick Conroy. I'm one of the pledge educators for Kappa Eta Phi. I'm currently a sophomore majoring in supply chain management and Chinese, and I got a lot out of my experience at Kappa Eta Phi. When I was a freshman, I remember not feeling a sense of community, but then I received an email talking about business fraternities. After checking them out, I realized that KP was a great fit for me due to my interest in international languages and cultures. I remember heading to the professional rush event with a 3-page resume, and it is safe to say that I grew professionally from that event. Participating in KP's pledgeship was one of the best decisions I made during my freshman year, because I made plenty of friends from all around the world and greatly polished my professional skills. The pledgeship also exposes you to other opportunities in Kelly. There were clubs and opportunities that I applied for just because the members of KP encouraged me to apply. I'm extremely grateful for that. After completing my challenging but rewarding pledgeship, I ended up serving on the board as a pledge educator. KP gives me intriguing leadership opportunities that I would have never gotten if I never rushed in the first place. This is what KP gave me, but what is KP to Indiana University? KP is the first internationally focused business fraternity established in the Midwest. Kappa Eta Phi provides a forum where members can grow close socially and professionally. Due to having members from all across the world, our members have enhanced global awareness. Kappa Eta Phi members have acquired prestigious internships and jobs at Big Four firms. Our core values are diversity, professionalism, and brotherhood. At KP, we value diversity by having members come together from countries all around the world, including but not limited to China, Philippines, and India. With this diversity, KP members are acquainted with a variety of cultures and an alumni network spanning the entire globe. We promote professionalism through our intensive yet rewarding pledgeship, where pledges learn a variety of professional skills that will prepare them for their future careers. To teach them professional skills, KP hosts workshops during pledgeship. I remember my favorite workshop being the LinkedIn workshop because I learned plenty of tips and tricks that impressed my Compass professor when I showed him my finished LinkedIn profile. KP is also where I made plenty of lifelong friends throughout my Kelly career. I am excited to work alongside them to build a better community at Indiana University. If you want to cultivate soft skills, get to know members, or are just interested in the fraternity, make sure to join us at our rush events to grow professionally and socially while immersing yourself in the culture of the fraternity. We have Meet the Chapter on August 31st, our professional night on September 1st, and our social night on September 2nd. Our professional night is going to have a miniature case competition, so make sure to show up if you want to practice with case competitions. Our locations for the events will be at Spruce Hall at classroom B109. We are looking forward to seeing you. Make sure to stop by in our room in Hodge tonight for some networking, and make sure to check out all the other business fraternities because they're all great too. I'll now switch it over to Mu Beta Lambda.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight. I'm part of Mu Beta. My name is Pedro Perez. I'm a part of Mu Beta Lambda, and I'm currently a senior studying at Luddy School of Informatics, Computer Engineering, Informatics with a concentration in cybersecurity. And today I'll be going over why I joined Mu Beta Lambda. I was able to join a family and able to grow my professional and business skills in the future in the workplace. And so coming to Mu Beta Lambda, I was able to gain more brothers and sisters on campus. And today I'll be speaking on our pillars: kinship, community service, scholarship, diversity and culture, and professionalism. And so in kinship, we're able to spend more time as a as a brother and sisters, able to spend outside of school. And then we're able to give back to the community here. Last year, we were able to go to our DAPA road and able to clean the road. And last year during COVID, and then for professionalism, here we were able to get a plaque at the near Marshall Cultural Center and able to be introduced. And so it was a really great time. And I'm really looking forward to meeting with you all tonight. And here you can find us on our Instagram and on our website. Thank you. And I'd like to pass it on to Phi Chi Theta.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Jones, and I am this year's recruitment director for Phi Chi Theta. Tonight, I am standing in for our president, Nirali Patel, who wanted me to let you all know that she's really looking forward to meeting all of you and getting to know you through our Rush events, but she just couldn't make it tonight. I'm very excited to get to know all of you as well, and I'm really excited for this recruitment season. I wanted to speak a little bit on our pillars. We focus a lot on professionalism, brotherhood, diversity, leadership, and philanthropy, all of which we focus on equally, but I want to talk a little bit about our brotherhood at first. I am a current sophomore majoring in marketing at Kelly, and I rushed Phi Chi Theta last fall, so the fall of my freshman year. And as you all know, that was a completely online semester. I rushed completely online. The amount of connections and brotherhood that I felt with this group for never having met them in person is unbelievable. And I think that that really speaks to how we as a fraternity try as hard as we possibly can to create connections with each other that last a lifetime. And I can say for certain that I have met some of my best friends in college through this fraternity. One kind of example of this, today, the first day of school, all went to SPIA tables, which is part of the Kelly SPIA library. And even though a lot of us had seen each other this weekend with no homework, we went and just to see each other. And I think that that really shows how we truly feel like we are a family, and we're so excited to add some new members to that family. So here are our open rush events. Our first open rush event is Meet the Chapter. This is occurring next week on August 30th. And that is more of a formal event where you get to kind of network with all of us, see if we are the right fit for you. And if you're the right fit for us, and just kind of get to know all of us individually as actives. Our next event is Campfire with the Actives. This one will be a little more fun. We'll have some games and fun things just to get to know each other even more. And then we wanted to focus, since two of our pillars are diversity and philanthropy, we wanted to center a whole recruitment event after these two pillars. So we're doing a diversity and service night. If you guys can bring any old t-shirt that you don't mind cutting up to this event, we're going to be doing some small service projects and doing some exercises on diversity as well. So please feel free to scan this QR code to get some more information about our events, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook if you use that as well. We have our email on here as well. And feel free to take a picture of this slide or anything just to get our information. We're so excited to meet you, and we hope that you will stop by in Hodge tonight to come visit us. And please be sure to check out the other fraternities as well. They're all amazing, and you definitely will find your fit somewhere in our community. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nellie Narenda, and I'm the current president for PGN. There's our rush theme. Hey, brother, welcome home. But more broadly, I just wanted to say welcome and congratulations to all of you. You've had your first few days of in-person school, and I hope they've been absolutely incredible. I know I'm so happy to be in Bloomington, and I can't wait to see all of you tonight. But a little bit more about PGN. So we are a business fraternity, obviously, and our big thing is all about getting to know each other and developing oneself through developing social connections and professional connections. And so all you really need to know about us is that we care so much about you, and we just want to make an impact in your life so that then you can go and make greater impacts for the business fraternity, but also in the broader world and Kelly as a whole. Like, we want to make a good person who will go out and do great things. That being said, I'm sure you're all already great people, so you've already got that checked off, but we want to help you really discover yourself and like help develop you. When I came and first joined PGN, I was not a very professional person. I was not like, I was just, I basically just sat at home and ate chips, as Mackenzie from Dance Moms would say. But more broadly, I feel like I've really found myself and figured out who I am and developed myself professionally and really figured out the impact I want to leave on the world through PGN and through the relationships I've been able to build, both with my mentors in PGN, relationships with people younger than me and trying to like help them discover themselves, and doing things like our service events, getting to know one another. It's such a diverse group of people. We just want everybody to feel at home because PGN is all of our homes and we'd love to share that with you. So a little bit more about our rush schedule. So these are all of our open rush events for next week. If you go onto our website, you can see even more about it. But one of the best ways to get to know us is on Instagram at PGNIUB and also text at OmiRush to 81010. Those are great ways to stay in touch with us. We really want to get to know all of you because ultimately you're at such formative times in your college experiences, and we would love to be a part of that. You all are incredible people. I hope you've been having an awesome couple days, and I really hope you come stop by and visit us today, or can come see us at Meet the Chapter next week in the Fine Arts Building at 8:30 p.m. But please, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. It was so nice to meet all of you, and I hope I can see you all in person in a few minutes. And next we will have my good friend, Michelle from PSE.
Awesome. Thank you, Nelia. Hello, everyone. Happy first day of classes. I hope you all had an amazing day. And thank you for taking the time to be here. I know you've sat through a few of these, so I'll try to keep this nice and short and sweet. So hello, my name is Michelle Scanameo. I'm a senior from Muncie, Indiana. I'm studying management and entrepreneurship, and I'm currently serving as the president of Pi Sigma Epsilon. So PSE, we're nationally recognized as a sales and marketing fraternity, but we're open to all majors across all schools within IU. And we really focus on building well-rounded individuals. So whether you're gonna need help with interviews, you're looking for leadership experience, or you're just trying to make connections on campus, make some friends, there's truly something for everyone here at PSE. And we offer a really great variety of professional events within our chapter. We have things like Q&A sessions with entrepreneurs. We have site visits for local sponsors like Eli Lilly. And our national chapter also really provides a lot of great resources where you can go to events sponsored by like the Mets, or we also have national conventions where you can meet PSE members from all across the country. It is so cool, and it's one of the best parts about being in PSE. So even though we're a professional fraternity, we also are focused on building a community. So we do that through a lot of our social events. We'll go to Beasley's Orchard every year and go apple picking. We'll play laser tag, or even doing small things like we'll all just get together and go grab ice cream or meet up at our SPIA table like the other fraternities do as well. Social events are they're just a great way to get to know the other members and really build your community here within IU and within the Kelly School. So this is, a little sappy, but I feel like PSE really brought me a sense of belonging here at IU. It's given me so many opportunities, especially in leadership. And I've met some of my best friends through PSE. It's really made IU feel like a home. And I'm so grateful for the people that I've met here. And I really hope that you all will take the time to meet with us. There are so many wonderful organizations. You've heard from the fraternities. I'm sure you've seen all across campus, so many great ways to get involved. But we truly offer so many great benefits. And I really encourage you to go through this process, really embrace it, and be yourself, and be sure that you're able to find the fit that's going to be right for you. So we have lots of really great events coming up. This is some of our events. Sorry, it's a little hard to read. The formatting got a little messed up, but we have some events coming up this week. We have an optional call-out meeting on Wednesday to learn a little bit more about our recruitment process, as well as our Meet the Chapter and speed networking events to get to know the brothers that we have. So yes, please stay up to date on our social media, check out our website, but I encourage you all to come talk to us tonight, talk to the other fraternities, and again, really embrace the process and find the fit that's going to be best for you. So looking forward to seeing you all, and yeah, looking forward to meeting you in person. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much to all of our speakers for putting in the time and giving you guys an overview. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to get to meet all of these guys in person. We've been having meetings all summer and I haven't even met a lot of them, so I am certainly excited. And I got sappy hearing all of that. It definitely made me feel a little old, but I echo what all of the presidents said. I personally found a home. I live in a 6-person house now, and 5 of them are all in the exact same professional fraternity as me. So it really is much more than just professional development. It really is a community of people on campus. And I am so excited that all of you guys are going to be going through recruitment, or at least seeing if a professional fraternity is for you. So as you can see on the slide, I know the QR code isn't working, but Trey McGee sent the link in there a couple of different times. It takes you to the exact same Google Drive, and all of the dates that everyone has referenced, all the slides that they kind of had are in that folder for you as well. This presentation, as well as the recording, as soon as it's available, will be uploaded to that as well. So again, save that link. I think it'll be a really great resource for you guys for all of recruitment, even moving into September. So on the screen are all of the Hodge Hall rooms that each of these fraternities will be located in, starting at 8:30. And feel free to bounce around any of them at any time. I encourage you to at least stop by each one if you can find the time to do it, just to meet the people and learn more about each of their individual organizations. They should have signs up on the doors, at least for most of them, if you guys are lost. Also, if you haven't learned your way around, the room numbers on the top floor are the exact same as the bottom floor. So they'll be directly above each other. Other thing I wanted to know, I know a lot of you guys were asking what smart casual is. For your benefit, smart casual is usually a little bit stepped up from casual attire, but I'm gonna do us all a favor and just say, come as you are. I know a lot of you guys are in Kelly. I just saw a bunch of you out in the lobby. And I know a lot of you guys are coming straight from class. So feel free to come in whatever it is that you're wearing. If there are dress codes for each individual organization's events that are happening later on, they will let you know about all of those. But with that, that's all I have, unless Paige or Trent, you have anything else to say?
Again, we're just so glad that you're here. We encourage you to stop by every room because that can help you in your decision making and how you decide to move forward. So we again encourage you to look into all the fraternities, as well as go ahead and stop by all the rooms. Megan and I are going to stay back for a couple minutes so we can answer any sorts of questions that you may have. And oh, yep. Yeah, and that's all that I have.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming. And I hope you have a chance to stop by all the rooms tonight. Hopefully I'll see you around. Come say hi if you see me. Thanks, guys.